All right, this is the Math 1 final benchmark, number 28. Consider triangle QRS, where measure of angle R equals the measure of angle S, which equals 25 degrees. And QH is the perpendicular bisector of RS. All right, so what do we know? We know that this is a perpendicular bisector of this. So that means it cuts this into two equal parts. So that means these are congruent. And it means that this forms 90-degree triangle or 90-degree angles on both sides. All right, so let's continue. All right, a student proves that QR is 6 units. All right, so the measure of angle R equals the measure of angle S is 25 degrees. That is given, okay? All right, QH is the perpendicular bisector of RX. That is also given. And the next thing says definition of perpendicular bisector. So what does perpendicular bisector mean? It means it cuts these into two equal halves, and it means it creates 90-degree angles here. So this angle, we would be looking at this angle here is 90, and this angle here is 90. All right, so let's see. Angle RHQ equals the measure of SHQ. SHQ is 90. All right, so that is true. This one says the same thing, so that one is true. Let's see what these say. RQH. This one redoes the letters here. So RQH is this angle up here. So that one is not 90. And this one says the same thing, so we can go ahead and eliminate C and D. All right, so number 3 we know is the measure of angle RHQ equals the measure of SHQ equals 90 by definition of perpendicular bisector. The next one says QH equals QH, okay? That's reflexive property, so that is given. And the next one says triangle QHR. So QHR, triangle QHR, is congruent to triangle QHS by what? So we have an angle, we have a side, and we have an angle and another side that are congruent in these triangles here. So R is congruent with S. This angle here, RHQ and SHQ, they're congruent because they're both 90. And then we know that this is congruent with each other because it's reflexive property. And then angle bisector or perpendicular bisectors means that these two segments are also congruent. So let's see what we have. So this one says angle, angle, side, congruence. All right, so we have an angle. R is 25. We have another angle, 90 degrees here. And then we have a side. So that one looks like it could be correct. Let's look at B. So it says side, side, side is congruent. All right, so we don't know if this third side is congruent. That's what we're trying to prove, okay? So we don't know if that's congruent with 6. That we're trying to prove that is. So this one is uncertain until we finish the proof. So the answer for number 28 is A.